stranger came, and he set a small fire, and I painted it black. Big surface of fire! Big surface of fire! Big surface of fire!
Nice baseball game last night. Congratulations to the San Francisco Giants. And then a second right there.
Visitors are welcome here.
They're gonna do it. You got that.
No visitors.
Man.
No visitors. No visitors are welcome. No visitors are welcome. No visitors are welcome.
Yeah, they probably are.
Out. Out.
So it was a good Thursday night game. Thursday night game that Minnesota played.
Yeah, man. It was a great one for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay actually got the win. Shocking win. I just knew that Minnesota was going to come out. It was at home at Minnesota. I just knew that they were going to win. But at the end of the night, Tampa Bay came out with the victory.
Then the Packers had a game at 12 on Sunday. Good game. Packers won 24-15. Aaron Rodgers had 186 passing yards. 22 for 35, 2 touchdowns, no inners. That was pretty good. Randall Cobb had a pretty good game, had 5 receptions.
He actually is turning out like one of the best receivers we have so far. He's actually doing his job.
The defense, Brad Jones had to step up, play his part.
10 tackles, 1 sack. That's great. All right, then we have the Miami Dolphins at New York Jets. I actually thought the Jets was going to come out and play really tough, but at the end, the final score was 30-9 with the Dolphins win. Matt Moore came in 11 for 19 with 131 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Reggie Bush was 14 attempts for 59 yards. And Carlos Dansby with the defense had 8 sacks. Mark Sanchez was 28 for 54. You can't be throwing that much. And yeah, this is going to cost you if you throw the ball that much. 283 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
We had the Giants and Cowboys game. The Giants won 29-24.
Yeah, man, 29-24. Tony Romo.
It was close from Dez Bryant. Almost had it, lost it by the fingertips, literally by fingertips.
Yeah.
But Tony Romo had 437 passing yards. 3 receivers had over 100 yards. Miles Austin, James Witten, Dez Bryant, 5 receptions, 110 yards. That was pretty good. But Eli put it through like he did in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. Giants won. Giants was my pick. Cowboys was his pick. I come with the victory. Carolina was at Chicago. It was a close game, 22-23. Cam Newton was 20 for 39, 314 yards, 0 touchdown passes, and 2 interceptions. You're not going to win with those kind of stats. Jay Cutler actually got the win. The Bears go to 6-1. He was 19 for 28, 186 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Matt Forte will rush. Rushing attempts was 15 for 70 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, 5 receptions, and 98 yards.
Good game for Matt Forte. Then we had the Redskins play the Steelers. Redskins lost 12-27. Big Ben went 24-33, 202 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no inners. That's pretty good for Big Ben. RG3 went 16 for 34.
That's horrible.
177 yards, 1 touchdown, no inners. So that was pretty good.
Man,
Josh Morgan had 5 receptions, 45 yards. He's been stepping up lately.
I was rooting for RG3. I just thought they were gonna win, but couldn't happen. We got the Seattle Seahawks was at Detroit Lions. The Lions come out with the win, 28-24. Russell Wilson was 25 for 35, 236 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Marshawn Lynch rushed for 12 attempts, 105 yards with a touchdown. Golden Tate had 7 receptions and 64 yards. Matthew Stafford was 34 for 49, 352 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interceptions. He rushed the ball with 4 rushes and 12 yards with a rushing touchdown.
Horrible.
Kelvin Johnson had okay. I don't even want to say okay. He only caught the ball 3 times for 46 yards. I say that's a downgrade. I mean, come on, you're paying you all that money. You can't slip.
Then we had the 5-0 Falcons over the Eagles. They won 30-17, so now that's 6 more.
Come on over, give Toby a kiss. Toby a kiss. Yeah, come on over, give Toby a kiss. Toby a kiss. It's a kiss on the lips that Toby does miss. Yeah, come on over, give Toby a kiss. Toby a kiss. A little harder, a little wetter, a little better behind the ear. We're chubby and here, the lips so wet. You bet, it's best. Come on over, give Chubby a kiss. Chubby a kiss. Yeah, come on over, give Chubby a kiss. It's a kiss on the lips that Chubby does miss. Walk your ass over, give Chubby a kiss. Chubby a kiss. A little harder, a little wetter, a little better to the tongue. More fun, it's better than none. I like it better in hot weather. Come on over, give Chubby a kiss. Chubby a kiss. I said now, come on over, give Chubby a kiss. Chubby a kiss. It's a lick on the tongue and a kiss that Chubby does miss.
That's a great game.
Come on over, give Chubby a kiss. A little harder, a little better, a little sweatier, a little brightlier behind the ear. Where Chubby can hear the lips so wet.
A lot of disappointment.
Come on over, give old Chubby a kiss. Come on over, give Chubby a kiss. Chubby likes those kisses now. Walk your ass over, give Chubby a kiss, boy. Chubby likes those kisses all over. Give Chubby a kiss. Chubby a kiss. I like it best. I'm a foot. I'm a neck. On my belly. Come on, smell that with your lips. So sweet. You're the best. Oh, yeah.
Now they got 7 with Wiley being hurt.
Man, I gotta say, this is starting to look like 2010 year. And if it is, we will win the Super Bowl with that. If it's looking like that. I got a feeling it's turning out one of those years.
So all these injuries, and chance to win the Super Bowl for Packers.
Man, I don't know, man. We got all the injuries, and that only happens every once in a blue moon where teams, go all the way to the Super Bowl. Man. I think they'll make it to the playoffs, but if the players don't get back to the coaching, they work. San Francisco, congratulations to San Francisco Giants for winning the World Series. Listen to
No, I don't believe it's possible.
California.
Is there a chance?
Giants won 4-3 and a 2 extra innings. I kind of glanced at the game. I had to work all day yesterday, but I kind of glanced at the game and I was looking at it in 7 innings. He's going to get this one up, but came back and won the game. Congratulations. Sweeping the Detroit Tigers. Man, I told a couple of my friends at work that it was going to be tough for Detroit to win. And it was. They didn't win. They didn't win a game. Man, that's been a beautiful weekend out. NBA starts. Literally 24 hours. Oh, man. I can't wait. I know a lot of people are excited about it. Looking like Boston will be at Miami. One of them will start off to open up the season. And Dallas will go to Los Angeles. One of Miami will But one of theirs went to Miami in the offseason. Ray Allen. I went to Miami. I don't know how that's going to check out. You know, a lot of people probably expected him to have a good game, but I think Miami really wanted him just to be on the bench and, you know, to warm up. I don't think so. Oh, okay. All right. So, Miami Heat plays Boston at Miami, so it'll be a good game.
Then we got the Wizards playing the Cavs.
Yeah, that game, I don't think nobody's going to watch that game.
Dallas Mavericks going to the Lakers tomorrow.
That should be a fun game. You know, the Lakers got all those players to win a championship, to win a finals. Should be a very, very interesting game. With Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavs going to Lakers.
How do you think Steve Nash is going to play their first game? What type of stacks you think they'll have?
I don't know. Quite honest with you, I don't really think it's going to work.
You see Steve Nash having 20 assists tomorrow?
Oh, no, I don't know.
I kind of think the first game they probably just gonna let them like play around because you know they ain't play with each other, so probably be playing around. But I think they're gonna come off with the victory though.
It's gonna be an interesting season for the Lakers. You got Dwight, you got Nash, you got Kobe. You gotta win a championship. You got to win the finals.
I think Kobe probably one of the baddest right now in the NBA.
I don't know. You gotta win it. I mean, you put all these guys together. It's just interesting.
We got the technical difficulty real quick.
One second.
Is it too low?
I don't know. Well, what's that? No, it's on our end. Oh, yeah, never mind. You guys are good.
It's the Reece and Lulu Show on the RiverWestRadio.com.
Yeah. Sorry if we sounding low. We're talking into the mic. I don't know. We're having a couple problems. Oh, all right. So like we were talking about, the NBA opens up tomorrow. Please watch those games.
Then you got Ron Artest saying that they're gonna beat Chicago West record.
I don't think that's the thought. I don't think that's the thought.
So you don't think Lakers can go 73-9?
No, not at all. I don't think they're gonna want to, ruin themselves for this regular season. Because if they do that, they're gonna be all in the playoffs. It's not gonna be a good sight in the playoffs if they
so
really
just
play
not
out.
this year, maybe next year, not this year though.
Probably not this year.
And they got. I didn't even know they had picked up Jody Meeks.
Yeah,
that's a big pickup.
Yeah, he's gonna drop 20 for him.
Coming off the bench, he's gonna be pretty good for coming off the bench.
He better learn how to shoot threes because he will
Jody
be open.
Meeks was getting a lot of time on Philadelphia, so he's gonna.
Like I said, he better learn how to hit threes because he will be open.
Speaking of the NBA, did you hear about the trade Oklahoma did?
That kind of changed my way that the season will go. It kind of did. I don't think that's going to push them over Lakers, but it's a good deal on their side. I don't know what the Houston Rockets was thinking getting James Harden, but it's a good thing.
James Harden, don't get it wrong. He did pretty good. He just had froze up in the championship. I understand he's young. He was only 22, so it's understandable. Your first year, he never been there yet. Now he get there, he freeze up. But it was a couple games in the playoffs. He had 30 points, so don't take nothing from James Harden.
James Harden for Kevin Martin, though? Really?
Kevin Martin, a good shooter.
He's a great shooter. I don't think he will froze up.
And you got to remember, Houston gave up their best player for Oklahoma 6-man.
That's why they made a wrong deal. That's why it wasn't a good deal for Houston.
It was a great deal for Oklahoma.
Make it up as a good deal.
I could see Kevin Martin dropping 20 points a game. I think it was a great deal for Kevin Martin to go to Oklahoma.
It's a great, like I said, it's a great deal.
So now, do you think Oklahoma got a chance of beating Lakers?
I thought they had a chance to beat Lakers before. I just didn't have them beating them. I still don't have them beating them.
Because Dwight Howard, that's power. That's a power center.
It's a possibility. Man, they are making it looking like the Western Conference Finals, looking kind of better than the Finals. It's probably looking better than the Finals, especially if Lakers and Thunder make it to the Western Conference Finals, which a lot of people think they will. I certainly do think they will.
This is the Reece and Lulu show where we always speak our mind about sports.
Oh, yeah.
We put the arguing on the table. We put everything on the table.
Yeah.
And Lakers, I don't know about Lakers. I like it. I like Dwight Howard being over there. Paul, that could be pretty nasty at times.
All right, so last week we gave you our predictions of how the season will go. This week we are going over the playoffs. I got the Miami Heat number 1. I got Celtics number 2. I got the Bulls number 3, and I got the Bucks number 4. Lulu, what do you have?
I got the Heat's number 1. I got Boston number 2. I got the Bulls number 3. Got the Knicks number 4. I got the Bucks number 5. I got the Nets number 6. 76ers number 7, and I got the Pacers number 8.
All right, in the West, I got Thunder being number 1. I had Thunder being number 1 before the trade. Now I definitely got them being number 1. I got
Thunder number 1. I'm a Thunder fan, but I don't think Thunder gonna be number 1. I think Lakers is definitely gonna be number 1.
I got Lakers number 2. I got Mavs number 3.
You might want to switch that up.
No, I'm not switching that up.
You sure you don't want to switch that up?
I'm not switching that up at all.
I think he should switch that up.
Nah, I don't think I will. Clippers being number 4. I actually really like the Clippers. I like the Clippers. Thunder will have to get past the Clippers to play the Lakers.
I got Clippers being number 5, but I kind of think I'm going to switch Clippers to like number 8 maybe.
Really?
Really.
And you got Thunder not being number 1.
Yeah, I'm a Thunder fan, but the Lakers starting lineup, that's pretty scary. Anybody that know the NBA know Lakers lineup is real scary.
What are this? All right.
I'm talking about Lakers look better than any team in the NBA ever had, and they didn't even play a game yet.
With the Thunders doing a trade late in the offseason, you got the Lakers doing everything in the offseason before,
I never seen a team with 5 superstars unless you was watching the All-Star game. Their whole starting lineup is a superstar.
Wow. Yeah,
we talking about, when you talk about defense, you talk about Ron Artest and you talk about Dwight Howard, and they both on the same team. It don't get any better than that. Defense.
Yeah, they are
Kobe
sick.
a good defender too, so come on now.
They are sick, but
you're lucky to even drop 75 on the Lakers.
To win a champion, it takes a team to win a champion. Not all the individual stats. It takes the team to win a champion. So we'll see. I got Spurs being number 7. I think they need to do more. I think we will see a trade or
That's
something.
funny.
happen.
I got Spurs not making it.
Wow.
Without
This guy is a Spurs fan.
retiring, yeah, I'm a Spurs fan. Tim Duncan getting old and rusty. He's at the end of his career. And Ginobili retired. Tim Duncan probably should have tagged along with him. But no disrespect to Tim Duncan. He's still like probably the greatest power forward to ever play the game.
I got the Spurs being number 7, and I do not have them beating the Lakers. If somebody was wondering, I don't have them beating the Lakers.
You don't have Spurs beating the Lakers
I don't.
in the playoffs.
No, I don't.
Really?
All right. I got Grizzlies being number 6. I got them making the playoffs 4 years in a row. They need to get out of that 4 years in a row making the playoffs. And
Grizzlies always been a great team. This is Zach Randolph always get hurt. He's never 100% healthy.
And then you got Marc Gasol over there. He is a beast.
Rudy Gay was hurt last year, then he came back. So,
And then I got Nuggets being number 5. The Nuggets is a really, really good team. And that first round, Clippers and Nuggets, will be awesome if that happens. I really like the Nuggets. I really think I'm
the
rooting
Nuggets.
for 'em. I'm rooting.
I wouldn't be surprised the Nuggets skip up to 3.
Yeah, I'm rooting for them. I hope they can withstand the Clippers, Thunder, and Lakers, because I'm definitely rooting for them. They don't have a superstar on their team. They got nothing but all-stars, so we'll see.
Now that was Reece top 8. Now this is my top 8. I got Lakers number 1. I got Thunder number 2, which he should have had. Thunder being number 2.
Thunder being number 1.
I'm not saying Thunder not gonna go all the way. I'm just saying record-wise, Thunder gonna be number 2. Lakers gonna be number.
You got Lakers winning 73 games.
That's the season. Season and playoffs is 2 different stories. No matter how good your record is in the season, don't mean you gonna win 4 straight. In the playoffs.
I'm sure that the Lakers played Thunder 3 times this season.
I mean, if you're gonna talk about record, we done had Green Bay went 15-1 last year, and we didn't come back with a Super Bowl. So we're not talking about the record. They still gonna go to the playoffs, but I don't got them beating Oklahoma. I got Oklahoma going to the championship, playing Boston.
Man.
Speaking of shocker, I got the Bucks going to the playoffs.
I got the Bucks going to the playoffs
maybe putting out the Knicks, playing them round 1. 4 playing 5. I got them putting out New York, so it's gonna be a big shocker.
That's funny because I got them flipped. I got the Bucks going 4 and New York going 5. So, and I got them beating New York too. So that's a good thing.
So who would they play when they beat New York and Boston?
Miami, and I don't think they're good enough to beat Miami.
Because we almost swept them last year in the regular season.
Yeah, but
I kind of think Miami might just underestimate the Bucks.
Why would you underestimate the Bucks when you're probably going to lose again? You don't underestimate the Bucks.
When you think about great teams in the NBA and the small marketing team the Bucks is, I don't think teams put them up high is like the Lakers or Chicago, Boston.
So you actually think that the Bucks can beat Miami in the playoffs?
Oh, when I was younger and played
series?
football and basketball, we did underestimate teams a lot.
Yeah, you don't underestimate nobody in the playoffs,
No,
especially in the second round of the playoffs. You don't do that. Miami's not going to do that. Miami will win. I got them winning in 5 games. I got the Bucks winning in 1 game. I got them winning 5 games. Miami's just the better team. I love the Bucks, but Miami's just a better team, and a better team will win when they play, if they play each other in the playoffs.
Miami's. So you got Miami playing Lakers?
I got Miami beating the Lakers in the finals. Yes.
Nah.
Miami is definitely the best team in the league.
That's one thing I think everybody always wanted to see Kobe playing LeBron in the championship. I still can't.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I
still can't see Kobe playing LeBron. Like, it's too amazing. I just can't see it yet. It's not about the best player. It's a team sport.
Yeah, exactly. It's a team sport, and Miami got the better team. They gel together now. They definitely gelling together, and Lakers just started. So we'll see. Hopefully they can come in the finals, but I don't think they will. I think Miami will beat them in the finals. All right, so we got our picks for this week NFL season. 1 second. We got Broncos at Denver Broncos at Cincinnati Bengals. Who you got?
Broncos at Bengals. I got Broncos winning that.
You got Broncos. I got Broncos.
I think Broncos gonna come through 30-20.
I actually definitely think Broncos can make a run in the AFC, man. I definitely think so. So we will see. Man, Peyton is.
AJ Green gonna be tough to hold too, but I think Broncos gonna come through. You know, he had Champ Bailey holding him one-on-one coverage.
Yeah. We got Arizona Cardinals at the Green Bay Packers. Can the Packers withstand the defense of Arizona Cardinals?
Well, if we can get some help and get Jordy Nelson back out there healthy, I think Green Bay might pull it through. Because we need these wins.
What do you got?
I got the Packers winning.
I got the Packers
27-21.
Identical picks in the first two games.
What score do you predict?
I got the Packers winning 21-20. Close game. What you got?
27-21.
That's a close game as well. All right, we got frustrating Cam Newton going against frustrating RG3. First overall pick last year going against second overall pick this year. Who you got?
I got Cam Newton.
You got the Panthers winning a second game of the year so far. I got Washington. It's at Washington. I'm going with Washington.
I think Cam Newton, he been losing too many games. I think Cam Newton frustrated. I think he's going to pull it through.
All right, we got Minnesota at the Seattle Seahawks.
How amazing can that game be, though? Like, the rushing yards, rushing touchdowns from the quarterbacks.
That's going to be an interesting game.
You can't just skip that quarterback. You got to talk about them quarterbacks.
Yeah, they looking like, man, they
almost looking like RG3 almost looking pretty close to Cam Newton's season last year because he was doing pretty good, but RG3 kind of, he winning teams, though.
Yeah. Man, that's going to be an interesting game. The defense, it all come down to who you think got a better defense than the other team. I think Washington has a little bit of a better defense than Carolina. So I think they'll stop Cam before and with
both of them keep losing games, it's gonna come down to the last second. It's gonna be a close one.
Yeah, man. I glanced at the score against Washington.
Speaking of frustration, man, Dallas got to be frustrated.
You have to be frustrated.
Dez Bryant, man, he's one of my favorite receivers, and he keep dropping the ball.
Talking about Dallas, they're at Atlanta. Who you got?
I got Dallas giving Atlanta their first loss. I got Tony Romo coming through. I got Tony Romo having a big game. I got a feeling he's going to throw 5 touchdowns.
I got Atlanta winning. They're undefeated. I got Atlanta winning, man. I just think that Atlanta is a better team.
But you got to think about it. Dallas got more to lose than Atlanta do.
They do, but
Atlanta ain't lost a game. They ahead of their division 3 to 4 games at least.
Atlanta still got to convince the people that they're a Super Bowl team. So they're not going to just,
But Atlanta always been good in the season. It's just when they get in the playoffs, it'll be a different story.
Yeah.
They kind of, I don't know if it's freeze up, but they kind of just like slack at bringing the game.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, Atlanta looking like.
How about Matt Ryan? Like, where do you put him now with the quarterbacks?
I always had him at around. I always had him around 10. I think he stays 10. I think he stays around top 10 quarterbacks in the league. He got to win in the playoffs. He's 0 for 3 in the playoffs in the first game every year, either in a wild card or the divisional series. He just dies. So He got to win playoff games. He got to win a Super Bowl.
That'll be a good one too, because he don't win. So if like Dallas make the playoffs, because we know Atlanta gonna make the playoffs. I can't see Atlanta just start losing the rest of their games. And Tony Romo, he never really get out the first round either. So if you can see Dallas go head up with Atlanta in the first round playoffs, who do you think will pull that through?
That will be a good game. I don't know. I mean, you would think whoever got home field will win, but Atlanta had,
because Dallas, they is a defensive team.
Atlanta had a home game in the playoffs, and Packers just dominated them a couple years ago. So I don't know. I mean, I think I have Atlanta finally getting over the hump, but it won't be a big hump because
speaking of domination, Giants seem to dominate Green Bay when they play them in the playoffs. That's a scary team. I see Packers play in the playoffs. Like, you want to see it, you want to see Packers beat them, but then you just be scared. Like, will Packers really pull through?
Yeah, one of the things that one of the teams we didn't go through in 2010 was the Giants, and a lot of people say, "Oh, if the Giants would have got there, this, that, and this." I actually thought that Packers had it in their mind that they were going to win the Super Bowl that year, and I don't know. I mean, they lost to Giants two times in a row in Green Bay.
And I still ain't won a game in my fantasy football league.
Yeah, you still, what did you, 0 for 7?
0 for 7, but man. But now maybe I can start knocking people out the playoffs, though, that need a little win.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully, right?
This week, I think I'm going to start Cam Newton as my quarterback.
You got Cam Newton and you have Tony Romo, and you're still not winning. You're still not winning.
I'm putting them in the games wrong. I got Chris Johnson.
Did you have Carolina?
Who's supposed to be a top 5 running back that ain't really been doing nothing. He gave me 20 points one time this year.
Did you have Tony Romo in the?
Yeah, I had Tony Romo. He gave me 19 points last night.
Yeah, because he
with 4 enders. 19 points with 4 enders, pretty good.
He passed for over 400 yards, so that was good. We got Minnesota at Seattle.
Minnesota at Seattle. That's gonna be a good game.
What you got?
And I'm gonna say it again. I still think Matt Flynn should be the starting quarterback. No disrespect to Russell Wilson. He's been doing good, but I mean, you don't give nobody that much money to be on your bench. There's no way your bench quarterback should make more than your starter quarterback.
But sooner or later, he won't be making more than Russell Wilson. He probably will be jobless if Russell Wilson take him to the playoffs.
No, I don't know. I think Matt Flynn should. He got it. They got to do something over there.
Sooner or later, if Russell Wilson continue to lose, sooner or later they have to think about.
Seattle at Vikings, that's going to be a good game because Minnesota just lost Thursday, so.
Yeah, I'm starting to rethink how Minnesota looks. I'm starting to rethink that. We almost, if the Packers, not we.
If you're a Packer fan, you need Minnesota to lose, though.
Yeah, and you gotta hope that Packers win. Packers got a good defense going against. And
so, seeing that I'm a Packer fan, I'm gonna have to go with Seattle winning the game. I think Seattle gonna win it 27-24.
The odds are, will the referees give them the game?
And I think Russell Wilson's going to have another big game. Big passing game. No, maybe rushing game because Minnesota got some good defense. This is the Reece and Lulu Show on RiverWestRadio.com.
All right. Yep. All right. We got Steelers at Giants. Who you got?
Steelers at Giants. I think Steelers going to come through and play. I think Steelers going to win it. And speaking of Steelers and Giants, that could be a Super Bowl. That could be a Super Bowl game right there.
Really? That could be the Super Bowl game?
That could be the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Eli versus Big Ben.
In your dreams, that could be the Super Bowl.
I don't know. With Baltimore being hurt, I could pretty much see Steelers going in the AFC.
No, I got Broncos going.
I mean, who could you see going? Could you see Steelers going, or could you see Giants going?
I think Giants got a better chance of going to the Super Bowl than Steelers do.
So you tell. So who? Hold on. Who is better than Steelers defensively?
Broncos probably.
No.
They played week 1. You seen it happen? Broncos defense was on.
I don't go by week 1 games.
Longer.
I think Green Bay would beat San Fran if they played them right now. So I don't go by week 1 games. Well, not right now because Green Bay having injuries, but I think like once players come back, I think Green Bay will beat them.
I just think with Peyton Manning playing as good as he's playing right now, I don't see a lot of teams beating Broncos. I just don't see it
So you
happening.
think Peyton better with Broncos than he was with the Colts?
His last year with the Colts, yeah. His last year with the Colts, he's better.
You was the one saying, yeah, the coach should get rid of Peyton. They should get Andrew Luck. So how's that going?
Well, Luck is a rookie this year. You can't really expect too much from him. Don't expect
But what
him
if
to go
Coach
to
came back to the Indianapolis and Baltimore being hurt? Coach probably would have had a chance at going all the way this year.
Yeah, just
So they get a rookie quarterback for like in the future couple years.
they get a rookie quarterback that's going to be on, hopefully on Peyton's level pretty soon, like 3 to 4
hopefully on,
years.
because this is football. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. Any injuries can happen. So
Yeah, exactly.
let's
Any
not
injury-
have to bring up
this
all
is
the players that.
Exactly. This is why they got the first overall pick, because injuries can happen.
And I still think RG3 gonna get rookie of the year. While you talking about best quarterback,
We'll see.
shouldn't they have picked up RG3?
Well, they don't want a scrambler. They want something like Peyton, and Andrew Luck was something like Peyton.
He's a scrambler, but he accurate too.
Yeah, he throws the ball very far. So that's just like any scrambler quarterback. A lot of scrambler quarterbacks
So
these
Steelers
days.
at
throw the
Giants.
ball
Who you
far.
got winning that?
I got Giants.
You got the Giants beating the Steelers. So I guess you got Victor Cruz having a big game, huh?
Yeah, he didn't have a good game last week. He did not have a good game last week, but I think he will have a good game.
Again, talking about Giants, Dallas blew that game themselves. Giants couldn't put up no points offensively. They was just putting up 3 points at a time.
Yeah, well, it actually looked like Dallas should have won that game.
Yeah,
They should have won.
Des Bryant, that's 2 games he blew this year.
How many passing yards has Tony Romo thrown on Giants this year? I know for the first game, week 1 was awesome.
That
and now
goes to talk
this
about
game
Dallas
was really
defense.
awesome.
They got a great defense. Their defense always come through for them, but you got to put points on the offensive side of the field too.
Yeah, you do, and they didn't put as much as the Giants did.
But I mean, they came back. It was 23. When I seen the game, I seen 23 zip. I looked at it again. Third quarter, Dallas had the lead 24-23. That was pretty amazing to me because you don't rarely see that.
You don't, yeah. They should have won. They didn't get the win. Now
It was
they
23-10 at the halftime.
Giants is clearly Giants beat 2 divisional games in 2 weeks in a row. They beat the Washington Redskins last week, and now they beat the Dallas Cowboys. They're looking like the best team in that division with Philly slop. I mean, come on now. Philly was supposed to be as good as the Giants is right now.
And I got a feeling if Philly don't make the playoffs this year, this might be Michael Vick's last contract.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. This might be Michael Vick's out the door, and this might be
maybe
Andy
once he
Reid's
be out the door, maybe Matt Flynn can step in the door.
Dude, Matt Flynn just signed a long-term deal with Seattle.
But you just said how they probably gonna cut him and Seattle go to the playoffs. So if Seattle go to the playoffs, maybe Matt Flynn could be going to Philly.
That's a bad record that's a bad look on his record. He can't start over a rookie. It's a bad record.
They both was good though. You can't take nothing from neither one of them. I mean, Matt Flynn threw 6 touchdowns already. Did Russell Wilson throw 6 touchdowns yet in the league?
No, but they beat the Packers.
You're being funny. I think the Packers beat the Packers. And that's
I think the referees beat the Packers in that Seattle game.
Of course, everybody gonna blame it on the referees. We only knew about the referees because they told us.
Let's not talk about old news. We got Philadelphia Eagles, the team that we was just talking about, supposed to be like a really good team. They're at New Orleans, where I actually thought
who New Orleans ain't been getting no wins.
I actually thought that New Orleans
coach
would be a little worse than they was last year, but they're really bad this year. They're really bad.
Yeah, you need a coach. Everybody know that.
Well, hopefully that their interim coach come out and
Because when there's not a coach and players probably get to do what they want, not follow the rules. So it's important for you to have a great coach.
yeah, it's good to see Jonathan.
And now you know
Jonathan
that it's
Vilma.
more than quarterbacks, it's more than running backs, it's more than receivers. It's a team playing as a team with a great coach to bring Super Bowls. That's what it is.
They actually won the game that he was watching. He was in New Orleans. He actually got to watch that game that they won against San Diego Chargers. So,
And that was a great game. Monday night.
yeah.
That was a great game. San Diego, they kind of been looking pretty bad this year too.
They've always been like that.
It's time
though.
for them to stop letting their receivers go and get some more receivers over there.
It's time to. I think it's kind of time to let Phillip Rivers go.
This is the Reece and Lulu Show, riverwestradio.com.
All right, we got Philadelphia Eagles at the New Orleans Saints. Who you got?
I think the Eagles gonna pull it.
Both of those teams need the win to stay in the playoff hunt.
And matter of fact, I think the Eagles gonna give them a good beat down. I think it's gonna be like 35-13.
Think I'm rolling with the home team this one. I got the Saints winning. I think they need a win. And let's be honest, Philly have not looked like a team threatening to win any more games. I mean, they looking horrible. They let
I can
Detroit.
see Drew Brees throwing about 2 to 3 inners though, with Philly cornerbacks out there.
They actually look. They actually got let Detroit come back in the fourth quarter. I mean, it sucks. We got the Monday night game, San Francisco at Arizona tonight. It's the 49ers at Cardinals. Good defensive game coming up. I mean, who you got in that game tonight?
I think San Fran gonna pull it through.
Yeah, I'm hoping that San Fran pull through. I'm hoping
I
that.
think Gore gonna have a big game on the Cardinals.
The Cardinals defense, if the Cardinals defense show up, I mean, they just,
Frank
They need a
Gore,
quarterback.
he really been looking like a great running back this year.
yeah, they need a quarterback. Thinking about quarterbacks, maybe they should.
No, they don't need a quarterback. Alex Smith, he's a good quarterback. He's just, I don't know. I just don't think he believe in his receivers. I don't think he understand how great of receivers he got. He got to start taking more chances. I don't think he want to throw inners, so he kind of be a little off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this should be a low scoring game. What you got there as a score? In this game, should be a real low scoring game.
No, I don't
teams.
think it's gonna be too low. I think San Fran gonna put it on them. I think it's gonna be about 24-10.
I got like 13-10 because Arizona needs a quarterback. They really.
But if Gore have a big game,
I don't think that he's gonna have a big game on that defense.
I don't.
I don't think he's gonna have a big. I don't think he's gonna have a big game. I don't think Alex Smith's gonna have a big game.
I mean, San Fran coming off of a good game last week,
Yeah, they are, but they didn't play Arizona.
so the momentum is on their side.
They didn't play Arizona, so
They're playing against a losing Arizona.
maybe I'm just a little intimidated by that defense, but that defense really looks mean to me.
I think Randy Moss gonna have a big game.
I don't think Randy Moss is gonna have a game. Do he even play in the game?
Yeah, Randy Moss play.
How many receptions he got? He got like.
He ain't been. It's the quarterback. Quarterback ain't been throwing the ball.
Don't blame the quarterback.
The quarterback. You got to pass the ball in order for you to catch the ball.
Yeah, I think he's a non-factor in every game. I think he's a little too old.
But I'm
don't know.
excited about the NBA starting. Can't wait for the Bucks to have their first game.
Yep, the Bucks. Hopefully the Bucks.
Chicago. Hopefully Derrick Rose come back.
Yeah, that's a bad issue over there. It's a real bad issue. Listening to the Reece and Lulu Show on riverwestradio.com.
And this is our second week. Next week we'll be having the phones open so people can call. Because I know a lot of people been wanting to call, but the number is 935-2951. That's 414-935-2951. riverwestradio.com. You can always go online and watch our videos or watch other people's videos.
Yeah.
We got a lot of videos on there.
We're gonna make it look real good for you guys.
And as our shows go on, they're gonna get better and better. So we're gonna always bring you the sports. We still didn't get our Facebook and Twitter page going, but we plan on getting that going pretty soon.
All right, so we're gonna go over a couple games you wanna go over. I know earlier we had like a sound issue, so we're gonna go over a couple games.
We had the Giants playing the Cowboys. The Giants won 29-24. Talk about the Giants game. Tony Romo threw 3 inners in the first quarter.
Threw 4 total.
4 total.
Over 400 yards, though. I mean, that's you can't really win it. Can you expect to win a game when you don't?
That's why Tony Romo always amazed me with, even though he's losing, he still threw 437 yards.
Yeah, I don't think he amazed me at all.
So the yards amazing.
Yeah, I don't think he amazed me at all.
The average yards for quarterbacks a game would normally be around 200, 220.
Winning is the key.
That's doubling it.
Winning is the key, and that's exactly what Miami did when they played the Jets at the Jets.
Winning is the key, but I mean, you can't throw the ball and catch it if you're the quarterback. That's your receiver's job.
You can't throw the ball 62 times like he did either. Don't throw the ball that many times and really expect to win. I mean, come on.
That should show you that the Giants ain't played good defense if he got to throw the ball 62 times.
This is a good example.
Like, no quarterback should be able to throw the ball 62 times.
Miami Dolphins threw the ball 21 times. 21 times. Matt Moore was 11 for 19.
Well, that show you that there wasn't no defense out there.
Jets got okay. They got an okay defensive line and linebackers, but it's just horrible.
And the Jets, they ain't. I don't know. Maybe Jets need to start letting Tebow play now. Think Tebow should take over now?
Yes, I kind of agree with that.
It ain't too late for Tebow to take him to the playoffs.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez was 28 for 54 attempts.
That's
You
pretty.
cannot
That's
especially a quarterback.
That sounds like 50%.
A quarterback like him, you can't throw the ball 54 times. Rex, come on now. What are you doing? You're making this kid throw the ball 54 times in a game, in a divisional game, a game that you need to win, a game that is in.
They should be more of a wildcat team. They should be doing more wildcat plays, getting Tebow more time. You know, Tebow the fan favorite. Everybody loved Tebow.
Shannon Green and Tim Tebow had like 21 rushing attempts. You need to run the ball a lot, and you actually, to me, you need to give Tim Tebow a chance. You need to start him one day. See what happens. The whole offense was
Jets only put up 9 points. That's 3 field goals.
Yeah, I mean, you really need to.
Well, that's 9 points for somebody fantasy kicker.
All right, we're gonna go over the Packer game again. They host the Jacksonville Jaguars. The total was 24-15 with a Packer win. Aaron Rodgers,
which I think Green Bay should have won by more than 9 points.
Aaron Rodgers was 22 for 35, 186 yards. Is this like one of his?
Yeah, that was pretty.
This is starting to be common for him. He can't throw over 200 yards. It's starting to be common. He didn't throw any picks. He did throw 2 touchdowns. So I guess that's the good thing.
I guess when you talk about Packers, a lot of teams think they should blow teams out, but as long as you get the win, is all that matters.
They did have
a game at a time.
They did have a lot of key injuries. And
Alex Green had a pretty bad game this week. Was second week straight. He got to step it up more.
You know who did step it up?
Maybe it's time for them to try to get Ryan Grant back.
Maurice Jones-Drew was out the game, right?
Yeah.
Maurice Jones-Drew was out this game. Cecil Shorts stepped it up. Not
Jennings.
Jennings actually stepped it up. I don't even have his stats right now, but Cecil Shorts had 8 receptions for 116 yards. They drafted Justin Blackman in the first round this year. He should be really stepping up right now, right?
And Randall Cobbs, he's starting to be a big part of the Green Bay offense. I mean,
Yeah,
kick return teams.
Him and James Jones before the year started was like fifth receiver and fourth receiver. Now they starting to look like one receiver and two receiver, right?
Yeah, and Jordy Nelson.
Jordy Nelson stepping it up, and Jennings, man, when is he gonna come back? I hope he get healthy during the end of the season and we make a run in the playoffs. I feel real bad about Jennings. I mean, he's still, I think his contract runs out this year. I hope they look at him and say, "Here you go."
You got AJ Hawk, Aaron Rodgers, Clay. You got a lot of contracts.
A lot of things going for him.
So hopefully they like being in Green Bay, or if they in for the money, a lot of our Packer players will be with different teams.
All right, a team that's doing really, really good right now is the Chicago Bears. They hosted Cam Newton. Jay Cutler was 19 for 28, 186 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
Cam Newton.
Man, Cam was 20 for 39, 314 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And look at this. He rushed the ball 5 times for 37 yards. You can't do that. I mean, it's a good thing that you passed the ball and you went for 314 yards, but you got to run the ball. You are a scrambling quarterback. 22 to 23, and it actually looked like they were leading almost the whole game.
I kind of think teams figured Cam'd out. I think they kind of like stop him from running a lot, so now he got to pass, and he got to be frustrated. And he don't just want to be known as a running quarterback. He want to be both ways.
Yeah. I mean, he only won 1 game in the first 6 games. I mean, it got to be a lot. It got to be a lot on him coming into next week. And
now he got players like RG3 in the league with him. Russell Wilson. Wilson could sneak and get that Rookie of the Year. Would that be shocking?
No, I don't think so. He's a Wisconsin. He played for Wisconsin. And talking about Wisconsin.
J.J. Watts.
Talking about Wisconsin, they lost in overtime against Michigan State. It was just a horrible, horrible scene. Our starting quarterback could be out for the year. It's not looking too good for Monty Ball to get in Heisman. We had high hopes for him. Hopefully he. I think
I could see Monte Ball end up with Green Bay Packers next year.
I think he's going to end up at least top 5 in the draft. I think he's going to end up at least top 5. He's a great. If you think about it, Cleveland got the Alabama running back at around 4th or 5th pick. So I think he's definitely up there around 4th or 5th pick. Whoever get him will get a really great guy, and hopefully for a lot of years. I mean, this guy is really good, and it's not adding up in his senior year.
We've been having a great show talking about the sports, basketball, football, baseball.
Congratulations to the San Francisco Giants.
Been a beautiful day out.
Last week we had our Uncle Bob on the show, and he said his finals pick was the Milwaukee Bucks and the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, that's still pretty funny.
Yeah,
only on 2K would you see something like that.
Like I said, I have the Miami Heat, LeBron James versus the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant. And who do you got in the finals this year?
I got Oklahoma Thunders, Kevin Durant, going against Boston.
You got Thunder going against Boston.
I got Kevin. You got Kevin Garnett going against Kevin Durant.
I don't think the Thunder.
3 Kevins. You got KKK. We got Kevin Durant, Kevin Martin, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah,
that's a lot of Kevins.
KKK. That's hilarious. All right.
We just heard we got Kevin Hart on the team too. No, he gonna be talking about the game, but we got a lot of Kevins though.
He's gonna be talking about the game. Wishing that he was good.
He probably telling a joke about the game somewhere. Big shout out to Kevin Hart.
Next week
in Milwaukee on December 15th.
We got a lot of good games. We'll be right back next week.
So we want to shout out everybody that was listening to the show. We love our fans. We love everybody that listened to the show.
Give a happy birthday to Cassie.
We got the Facebook coming. We got Twitter coming.
YouTube.
Just taking it slowly.
Google Plus.
Get an hour a week every Monday, 45.
Our dose of the Reece and Lulu show.
The Reece and Lulu show, where anything is possible. So we get down on the show.
Yep. We'll be back next week from 4 to 5.
Letting everybody know about sports. If you love sports, you'll love us.
We're going to have the lines open next week. So be sure to,
and we
ask
even
us
thinking
any question.
We even thinking about planning a ghost show.
A ghost show.
Because we know there's a lot of people out there that believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
And yes, we believe in ghosts too.
I certainly do believe in ghosts. I've certainly seen a ghost before.
I did too. But
we can tell you our stories.
We're going to be having stories about ghosts. We're going to be letting people that like ghosts call and tell us their story. And yes, we believe these stories too, because yes, we think there's
believe in ghosts.
So we're gonna be throwing our ghost story. Well, we probably will wait till we get our Facebook and Twitter going, and then we're gonna start having questions of the day, reading what people say about it.
We're gonna be out there. We should be out there around tomorrow too, so you can catch us anywhere we at.
Just the Reece and Lulu show, and we want to thank y'all for watching the show. We love y'all.
Yep.